Okay, good evening, everyone. I'd like to welcome everyone to the first concert of the season. Actually, it should be the third, but we had to cancel the first two, but we'll be making them up. We're coming to you live from the corner of Winton and Farragut in Greenhills, Ohio. So if you're watching this on TV, it's a great night to come down, see all the cars. There's, I don't know, 100 cars or so, and see a great band, Matt Tolentino and his band. Doing the sound tonight is Scott Evans. The restroom, we usually use the building behind me, but something is wrong with the restroom. So the barber shop, I know this sounds odd, but the barber shop is where you go to if you have to use the restroom. Barber shop right over there. The next concert, by the way, is 2 weeks from tonight, and we'll have the Soundbody Jazz Band. So 2 weeks from tonight, there's one over there, and after that, we should probably have one every week. You may have noticed there's a lot of cars here. And that's the Hilltoppers Car Club, and it's the Tom Enderley Memorial Car Show. So we've had these for quite a few years, and I'd like to welcome all the car people, and good luck when they hand out the awards. Tonight's concert is sponsored by Sweeney Chevrolet, by Tim Spa, and by Kent Smith State Farm, who has a booth right over there, so go say hi to him. And before we start, I want to have Dave Moore say a few words. Dave is our mayor.
Yeah, welcome everyone, and thanks for coming out. And I especially like to thank Jim Miller, who's been doing this for about 100 years now. It just seems like that. Now, he's been doing this now. This is his 25th year that he's been doing this for the village. And actually, June 1st of every year is Jim Miller Day in Greenhills. And that's usually when we have the first concert. And unfortunately, it was rained out. So we'll let everybody think today is Jim Miller Day here. I'll say that today is Jim Miller Day, and everybody pat him on the back, but not too hard. Here again, Jim's been great doing all this for us all these years, puts in so much time, and these concerts are partially put on by the Greenhills CIC. And Jim has been working with that group for 25 years. Okay, thanks, Jim.
Well, thank you for the nice words. It's my pleasure to do it. So, and before we start, I want to say that this concert, as always, every concert I do is dedicated to Ellie Miller. So, are you ready for the band to start? No, you got to do better than that. Are you ready for the band to start? Okay, here they are. Matt Tolentino and the band.
I know that guy. All right, Paul. Now why not take all of me? Can't you see I'm no good without you? I'll take these lips, I wanna lose them. Take these arms, I'll never use them. Your goodbye, it left me with eyes that cry. How can I go on, dear, without you? Yeah, you took the part that once was my little loving heart, so why not take all of me, Mr. Paul Gibby? all of me. Now why not take all of me? Can't you see I'm no good without you? I'll take these lips, I wanna lose them, and take these arms, I'll never use them. Your goodbye left me with eyes that cry. How can I go on, dear, without you? Yeah, you took the part that once was my heart, so why not take all of me? Now why not take all of me? Yes, thank you. Thank you. All of me. A snappy, brisk tempo as dictated by our guitarist, Mr. Paul Gibby. There we go. Well, good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to this fabulous, wonderful car show here in the beautiful hometown of our drummer, Mr. Brian Malone. His hometown of Greenhills, that's right. Wow, a gig and a car show? Okay, sure, I guess. You know, I always say that the two things I've loved longer than music, well, the only thing I've loved longer than music is cars. So this is like a dream gig. That is my car, actually, but you will have to figure out which one. We can't give all the secrets away. How about we do a little Crazy About My Baby? That's Waller. E flat. Starts on a minor 2. Well, since we are in the greater Cincinnati area, we should focus on some of the wonderful musicians that call this town home at one point or another. And we're going to keep the show moving along, do a Fats Waller tune for you. Fats Waller wasn't born here, but he got here as quick as he could. And, of course, he played at WLW as a staff musician in Camp Washington and the 9th Street studio locations. So here's a little tune that he wrote, and I'm very fond of it, and we'll play it for you right now. It's called Crazy About My Baby. A 1, 2, a 1, 2, 3. I'm the world's most happy creature. Tell me what can worry me. I'm crazy about my baby, and my baby's crazy about me. Mr. Cupid was our teacher, the reason we agree. I'm crazy about my baby, and my baby's crazy about me. Now pause and get your book out, ready in your hand. Keep a steady lookout, you can understand. It's an A1 combination with that perfect he and she. I'm crazy about my baby, and my baby's crazy about me. Gibby on that guitar. Harrisburg on that bass. Mars, get your book out, ready in your hand. Keep a steady lookout. You can understand. We're in A1 combination. We're that perfect he and she. I'm crazy about my baby, and my baby's crazy about baby's crazy about baby's crazy about me. Little crazy about my baby. Fast Waller tune. Where's Dale? He's missing the dancing. He left you all alone. How rude. How rude of him. Oh well. Tell him that's right. Say, how dare you? You think Sunday, just because he goes out Sunday, that's going to, like, hold him for the whole week. Come on. Come on. That's okay. He gets a pass. He gets a pass. Let's do Night and Day in D, dog. Well, I want to thank everyone for coming out and braving the sun. It's not so much rain or, things like that we normally have to say when I thank you for braving the elements. It's that sun. But, it's moving. It's moving. So find your shade accordingly, unless you're like these brave individuals. That's right. They're not scared. They're like, bring it on. We're going to do a Cole Porter tune. After a couple of nice, fun, up-tempo tunes, we're going to slow it down a little bit. Here's a nice tune he wrote in 1932, 33, thereabouts, called Night and Day. Got a nice little guitar intro for us. Night and day, you are the one. Only you beneath the moon and under the sun. Speaking of, whether near to me or far, it's no matter, darling, where you are, I think of you. Night and day, day and night, why is it so that this longing for you follows wherever I go? In the roaring traffic boom, or in the silence of my lonely room, I think of you. Day and night, night and day, under the height of me, there's no such a hungry yearning burning inside of me. And this torment won't be through until you let me spend my life making love to you day and night, night and day. night and day, under the height of me. There's no such a hungry yearning burning inside of me. And this torment won't be through till you let me spend my life making love to you day and night, night and day. And this torment won't be through till you let me spend my life making love to you day and night, night and day. Night and day, or day and night, same tune. How about we do Madonna? I think I'm actually going to stay away from the horns and stick in the accordion so I keep some air moving through it. All right, we're going to take you now to Paris, the real Paris, not Paris, Texas. See, I'm originally from Dallas. I'm a transplant, but I got, much like Fats Waller, I got here as fast as I could. And I drove that Buick Roadmaster, too, as a matter of fact. Anyway, so the Eiffel Tower in Paris, Texas, is about as tall as this speaker cabinet right here. It's not very impressive, but they all love it for some reason. They're like, have you seen the Eiffel Tower? Have you seen it? And I'm like, well, I saw one, little one. They're like, yeah, that's it. And I'm like, yeah, do they have tours? Anyway, so this is a song that harkens back to the real Paris. This is a bit of musette. Musette is like French cafe music, like sidewalk cafe music. Not unlike this, where people are sitting in chairs, enjoying beverages and things like that. So we're going to invite you to sit back and relax, and let's go to Paris. This is one written by Emile Vacher, who was an accordionist back in the 30s. This is called Madonna. It's a waltz. A 1, 2, 3, 1, 2. Merci, merci. A little tune called Madonna. A tune that is very popular in the bustling metropolis of Milford, where Paul and I often play on Friday mornings. A little delightful little market there called Harvest Market. You can come by and get a cup of coffee, pick up some groceries, and a cup of whatever gets you going in the morning. We personally like the mocha. The mocha's pretty good there, so come on by. Come on to Milford. We're there most, weather permitting, most Fridays at 11 to 1. I'll be there Friday. Paul, you got a request? Something you would like to play? Well, let's save it. We don't want to get too many stamps on our passport yet. We gotta build it up. Save it for the second set. Sure. Circle back to Mr. Fats Waller. Here's one he wrote called Honeysuckle Rose. Every honeybee beats with jealousy when they see you out with me. Don't blame them, goodness knows, honeysuckle rose. And when you're passing by, flowers droop inside. Don't you know the reason why? Now you're much sweeter. Goodness knows you're my little honeysuckle rose. I don't buy sugar, you just gotta touch my cup. You're much sweeter than all of that when you stir it up. And when I'm taking sips from your tasty lips, seems that honey barely drips for your confection. Goodness knows my honeysuckle rose. Ha! Paul Gibby. Chris Berg on the bass. Put your hands together for Chris. Honeysuckle Rose. Well, that was good. I'm sure glad the cameras were rolling for that one. That's good. We'll have evidence. Evidence, proof. Yes, indeed. It is nice here to be surrounded. It's always great to be out doing gigs. You know, ever since the unpleasantness, that year and a half, we shan't call it by name. We'll just say the unpleasantness. Ever since then, I will never take any gig for granted. They could say, hey, come and play at the Midas for 10 minutes while Joe Blow gets his muffler changed. Great. I'll be right. What do I wear? What do you want to hear? I'll be right there. But to have a gig like this, like I said, combining cars, classic cars, and great classic music, hey, this is all right. I should have come to Greenhill a lot longer ago. Anyway, in the band here is Paul Gibby on the guitar. That's a fine gypsy-style guitar there. And, of course, on the bass, Mr. Chris Berg, who's played a little bit everywhere, and for good reason. And Brian Malone, hometown boy. Went to school right there. Did you go to that barber shop?
I did not.
You did not go to the barber shop. Okay. There's still time.
To the Creamy Whip.
There's still. Oh, we went to the Creamy Whip. That trumps barbershop. That beats barbershop any day. And my name is Matt Tolentino. Thanks again to Mickey for having us out here. You want to sing something with us? You want to sing a little tune? Yeah, it's sometime. Sometime now, later. But now is good. Going down. After all, you are the founder of the feast, musically speaking. So Mickey James, ladies and gentlemen, someone who's no stranger to Cincinnati music.
Heavy metal.
Yes. A little alternating current, direct current.
Let's see. Find me the moon?
Beautiful. C/A minor.
Not for key.
Yeah.
How about it for Matt Tolentino, everybody? Come on now. Braving the heat. I'm a little taller than you, my friend. I just got to raise this up.
Go for it.
Is this mic in the right key? How about a little Sinatra for this car show? Any Sinatra fans out there? I've been known to do a little Sinatra here and there. Thank you for having me up here, Matt.
Oh, sure. Thanks for calling us.
I just sing and play a little bit of guitar, and Matt plays about 28 instruments perfectly. He's way more talented than I am. And Jim called me and said, you know, we're looking for a 1920s, early 1900s band, and I had to give my man Matt a call. He's from Texas, is that right?
That's right. Don't hold it against me.
All the way from Texas. Here we go.
All right. Want to count around? 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4.
Fly me to the moon, let me play among the stars. Let me see what spring is like on Jupiter and Mars. In other words, hold my hand. In other words, baby, kiss me. Fill my heart with song, let it sing forevermore. You are all I long for, all I worship and adore. In other words, please be true. In other words, I love you. Why don't you fill my heart with song? Let it swing forevermore. You are all I long for, all I worship and adore. In other words, please be true. In other words, I love you. Matt Tolentino Band, everybody. Thank you very much. Thanks, brother. Good stuff. Thanks, y'all. Appreciate it.
And a big hand for Mr. Mickey James, folks. The hat looks even better than it does in the photographs. Well, there is a second set after all, so. How about Dinah? G's good. Guitar friendly. All right. Indeed, when Mickey called and said if we could put together a show featuring the music of the 20s and 30s, I said, sure. It might be a stretch, but I think we can handle it. So to prove that, here's one from 1925. This is one called Dinah. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4. Dinah, is there anyone finer in the state of Carolina? If there isn't, you know her, go show her to me. Now Dinah, you got the Dixie eyes blazing, I want to sit and gazing to the eyes of Dinah Lee. Now every night, now why do I just shake with fright? Because my dynamite, yeah, changed her mind about me. Yeah, said Dinah, should you wander to China, I'd hop an ocean liner just to hear Paul Gibby play his guitar, yeah. So good. That's Paul Gibby on that guitar. One and only Chris Berg on the bass. Now every night, why do I just shake with fright? because my dynamite, yeah, changed her mind about me, yeah, as a Dinah. If she wanted to China, I'd hop an ocean liner just to be with Dinah Lee. Ah, yeah, there we go, Dinah. Wonderful tune there. And you know, it just popped into my head, I should probably call to your attention, Brian, our fabulous drummer, is using a 1938 Slingerland radio kit. That's right, I thought that was something information we shouldn't keep to ourselves, but clue you in on it. It's a fine drum kit too. Even got calfskin heads on it. Beautiful. Not good in the sun, but they're good in the shade. They sure sound good at least. So that's Brian Malone. Everyone give a hand for your hometown boy, Brian Malone on the drums. There we go. Yeah, you got one, Chris? What you'd like to do?
Sure, exactly like you.
Good one. How about
Or the sunny side of the gazebo.
yeah, sunny side of the gazebo. Exactly like you is good. Let's play one in C and then drop it to B flat.
Okay.
The Fox. So Harry Richmond is another hometown boy. More that way, more over the Rhine, Cincinnati. Harry Richmond, of course, went on to be a big, big star in the 20s and 30s, earning $13 million in the 20s. That's not like an inflation thing. I'm saying like in the 20s he made that. So pull out your phones and figure out how much that's really worth today. Anyway, that was it. But, you know, he spent it all and he said, I don't regret it. He said in his autobiography, he's like, can't take it with you. The Egyptians tried, and look what happened to them. So here's a tune that Harry introduced. This is called Exactly Like You. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, I know why I've waited, I know why I'm blue. Prayed each night for someone exactly like you. Why should we spend money on a show or two? No one plays sweet love scenes exactly like you. You make me feel so grand, I want to give the world to you. You seem to understand those foolish little dreams I dream, schemes I scheme. Now I know why Mother wanted me to be true. She wanted me for someone exactly like you. In B flat. Chris Berg on that bass. Yeah. I know why I've waited. I know why I'm blue. Prayed each night for someone exactly like you. Why should we spend money on a show or two? No one plays sweet love sings exactly like you. You make me feel so grand. I wanna give the world to you. And you seem to understand those foolish little dreams I'm dreaming, schemes I'm scheming. Now I know why mother wanted me to be true. She wanted me for someone exactly like you. Ah, by request, exactly like you. Well, it looks like it might be about time to take a little pause for the cause. But before we do that, I'd like to put in a little bit from the Shameless Promotion Department, the Shameless Commerce Division. Brian and I play in a 14-piece band called the New Liberty Dance Orchestra that's named after the Liberty Dance Orchestra that used to be a Cincinnati band in the 20s. We have the bass drum to prove it. Anyway, we will be at the Carnegie Center of Columbia, Tusculum. That's right. If you want to know firsthand how it is, Helen can tell you about it. That's right. She was there. And it's a great time. It's a great time. It's 2 to 5. It's Sunday, July 24th. We'll be playing 20s, 30s, early 40s, and some late teen stuff. So it'll be all over the map. It'll be a good, splendid, old-fashioned, wholesome fun. You'll feel just like you're in a Frank Capra film. Isn't that right, Helen? Yeah. Well, I think it's time to have a word from our sponsor. So we're going to take a little pause from the cause. Once more, I'm Matt Tolentino, Paul Gibby on the guitar, Brian Malone on the drums, and Chris Berg on the bass. With that, we'll take a little pause and be back with more music after these messages.
Okay, let's hear it from Matt Torrentino and the band. Matt Torrentino, they're great. By the way, if you liked Mickey James up here a while ago, and who wouldn't, you can see Mickey James and his whole band here August the 17th, so don't miss that. Mickey James is August the 17th. Bob Uncle, would you come up here, please? Start handing out the trophies. Okay, I'm going to give something away here. It's a little trivia, or not trivia, but this little contest. As Dave said, I've been doing these for 25 years, okay, and by the end of this year, what I want you to, I have 12 concerts this year. What I want you to tell me is, after this year is done, how many concerts have I done? And I'm going to give you plus or minus 2 for the answer. So the winner will get either a $10 gift certificate for Chick-fil-A or Skyline Chili, whichever you want. So if you know, if you can figure out the answer, 25 years, how many concerts have I done? And while you're thinking about that, if you want to know when the concerts are, or how, what time they are, or if they're canceled, there's several ways to do it. The best way to do it, over there at the State Farm booth, you can sign up for the robocall. All you have to do is give your name and phone number, and we will call you every concert day, and we will call you if the concert is canceled. So all you have to do is give them your phone number. The other way you can get it is there's a schedule, which I have, which again is over at the State Farm booth. Or you can check our website, which is the concert Facebook, which is the Greenhills Summer Concerts on the Commons. Okay. Are you ready? Okay. Okay. So anyway, try and figure out how many concerts I've done. I'm going to bring Bob Uncle up here, and he's going to announce the winners, and we'll take about a 10 or 15, 20-minute break here, and then we'll be back.
Thank you, Jim. I think Jim deserves a big hand for all the work that he does to put on all these concerts and put up with us car show freaks and everything else. We really do appreciate it. Thank you, Jim. And also the city of Green Hills. We had 116 vehicles, which I think is pretty darn good considering the fact we had to reschedule from 2 weeks ago, and thank goodness Jim and the powers to be in Green Hills decided that it was just too hot for everybody, and we certainly agreed. So with that, I'll read off the car names or the numbers, and I'm going to ask you to bring up your windshield card because we've had some problems with people that said that they didn't get a trophy or whatever, so we got to double check. So if they bring up their windshield card, it's got their car number on it, their name, etc., and come over to the tent over here, you'll be able to pick up your award. So the first one is car number 80. It's a 1970 Chevelle Dale Thompson. The next one is car number 78, 1965 Shelby Chip Chrome. Next one is car number 115, a 1969 Camaro Kurt Eckler. Next one, car number 57, a 1970 Chevelle Steve Klein. Next one, number 111, a 1967 Camaro Ken Sorn, S-O-R-N. Next car, number 93, a 1993 Mustang Mike Bernicker. Next one, number 79, a 1979 Pontiac Trans Am, Tom Ralph. Next car, number 7, a 1956 Chevrolet Wagon, Jim Carruthers. Next car, number 92, a 1970 Ford Torino, Tom Tekelvey. And if I'm butchering your name, I apologize. Number 11 is the next car, a 1963 Studebaker Avanti, Don Bodie. Next car, number 46, a 1941 Willis, Larry Reynolds. Next car, number 39, a 1968 Coronet 500, Tim Klein. Next car, number 62, a 1969 Camaro, Doug Pope. Next one, car number 40, a 1969 Super Bee, Jim Handy. Next car, number 36, a 1940 Ford, Harold Niehaus. Now that's the top 15. They are not in any particular order. It's hard enough to try when you look at all the different vehicles here to try to pick out 15 outstanding cars out of all of here. We really appreciate everybody bringing out their cars. It's a good turnout. There's a bunch of nice cars here. Our Show and Shine calendar winner, number 86, it's a 1971 Cuda, Justin Lucas. And the Mayor's Trophy is car number 54, which is a 1931 Ford Woody, Gary Orlick. So, hats off, or congratulations to everybody. Next thing is, we've got the, whoa, wait a minute, I'll stay over here, Jim. I would like to, is there a young person here that can come up and draw a number for us for the split the pot? Oh, here he comes. Here he comes. Super, we got one. All righty. Brody, stick your hand in there and pick up one of them, okay? All right, wait a minute. Once we got a winner, you hang on, okay? It's a purple ticket, number 467556. I repeat, number 467556. Do we have a winner? If we have one, shout it out. I hear somebody yelling. Do we have the winner? All right. I think we're going to have to draw another number. Brody, see if you can find another one. All right, thank you. Hang on a minute. We'll put that. Okay. 467556. Okay. All right, Brody. Whoops. All right. We got a winner? Okay, we got a winner. Hang on here, Jim. Well, hold on to that one. Yeah. Whoops. Whoa. 467556. We got a winner. Thank you, Brody. Thank you for your help. We appreciate it. Okay, thanks again. We look forward to seeing everybody next year. Great turnout. Thank you again.
All right, thank you for the Hilltoppers Car Club. Okay, does anybody want to take an answer on the number of concerts I've done at the end of this year? Yeah, it's a lot. Nah, more than that. More than 285. You want to take another guess? You can't yell it out, by the way, if you got to come up and tell me, but anybody want to take another guess? Okay, I'll tell you, it's 300. So, anyway, Matt will be back in probably 10 minutes. And are you enjoying yourself so far? Okay. Well, we're glad you came. He'll be back in about 10 minutes.
Heading down south to the land of the pines. I'm thumbing my way into North Carolina, staring up the road and pray to God I see headlights. I made it down the coast in 17 hours, picking me a bouquet of dogwood flowers, and I'm hoping for Raleigh I can see my baby tonight. So rock me, mama, like a wagon wheel. Rock me, mama, any way you feel. Hey, mama, rock me. Rock me, mama, like the wind and the rain. Rock me, mama, like a southbound train. Hey, mama, rock me. Running from the cold off of New England, I was born to be a fiddler in an old-time string band. My baby plays the guitar, I pick a banjo now. Oh, North Country winters keep a getting me down. Lost my money playing poker, so I had to leave town. But I ain't a turning back to living that old life no more. So rock me, mama, like a wagon wheel. Rock me, mama, any way you feel. Hey, mama, rock me. Yeah, rock me, mama, like the wind and the rain. Rock me, mama, like a southbound train. Hey, mama, rock me. Walking to the south out of Roanoke, I caught a trucker out of Philly, had a nice long toke. But he's headed west from the Cumberland Gap to Johnson City, Tennessee. I gotta move on before the sun. I hear my baby calling my name, and I know that she's the only one. And if I die in Raleigh, at least I will die free. complicated, left me a mule to ride. She complicated, left me a mule to ride. My baby complicated, left me a mule to ride. The train pulled out, I swung on behind. Crazy about it, hard-headed woman of mine. Man, my baby long, great gosh almighty, my baby tall. You know my baby long, great gosh almighty, my baby tall. And my baby she long, my baby she tall. The sweet little head to catch her, and her feet out in the hall. Rest about her, that hard-headed woman of mine. I love my baby, she's so fine. Wish she'd come and see me sometime. She don't believe I love her. Look what I hold on now. She don't believe all I'm saying. Can't look what shame on me. She complicated, left me a mule to ride. She complicated, left me a mule to ride. Well, my baby complicated, left me a mule to ride. The train pulled out, I swung on behind. Crazy about that hard-headed woman of mine. Hey, hey, hey,
Did your tent blow away? Well, good evening. The cars may be starting to leave, but I see that you guys have decided to stay, so thank you. Hanging out with us on this is Wednesday, right? On a Wednesday night. That's right, the old calendar gets away from you come this time of year. Well, anyway, my name is Matt Tolentino. I'm joined by Paul Gibby on the guitar, Chris Berg on the bass, and Brian Malone on the drums. And also we picked up a sit-in, the wonderful Brian Schultz, going to play some trombone with us on a few tunes here. We're featuring him on a tune that was a big hit for Bing Crosby. Not for us so much, but Bing did all right with it. It's from 1936. It's called Pennies from Heaven. C. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4. Every time it rains, pennies from heaven. Don't you know each cloud contains pennies from heaven? You'll find your fortune falling all over town. Be sure that your umbrella is upside down. Trading for a package of sunshine and flowers. If you want those things you love, you must have showers. So when you hear it thunder, don't run under a tree. There'll be pennies from heaven for you and me. Hi, Brian. Schultz on that trombone. Paul Gibby on that guitar. Brian Malone on the drums. Yeah! Every time it rains, pennies from heaven. Don't you know each cloud contains pennies from heaven? You will find your fortune falling all over town. Be sure that your umbrella is upside down. Trading for a package of sunshine and flowers. If you want those things you love, you must have showers. So when you hear it thunder, don't run under a tree. There'll be pennies from heaven for you. Pennies from heaven for you. There'll be pennies from heaven for you and me. All right, Brian Schultz on the slide trombone. Ain't she sweet? Ain't she sweet? There's a good one.
I got E flat.
E flat.
E flat.
It's a good thing I don't have music to read because all these cars would be mighty distracting. It's kind of like when we had a dance week earlier a couple weeks ago with the orchestra. You know, everyone had to read the sheet music, and the orchestra said, this is a distracting gig. we want to play, but we can't help but watch those dancers. So it's a good thing today's a little easier on us. Here's a little tune. You're welcome to follow the bouncing ball. And ladies, this one might be a good key for you. This is the little tune here, despite the title. It's called Ain't She Sweet in E flat if you want to follow along. Right on it. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4. Coming down the street and I ask you very confidentially, ain't she sweet? Ain't she nice? Look her over once or twice and I ask you very confidentially, ain't she nice? Just cast an eye in her direction. Oh me, oh my. Well, ain't that perfection? Bordelio, I repeat, don't you think she's kinda neat? And I ask you very confidentially, ain't she sweet? All right. Mr. Brian Schultz joining us on the slide trombone with this Charlie Brown mute. There we go. There you go. Sure, we can do that. We'll do that. We'll have him up in a little bit. So dial up one more before the 8 o'clock hour. But we're going to do a tune here. It's a request from our fabulous guitarist. This is one called A Rose Room. Key of F if you wish to follow along out there. All right, here we go. 1, 2, 1. one and only Chris Berg on the upright bass. There we go, Rose Room. Rose Room. And now we wish to take you, if you're a little bit warm, why stop here? Let's go someplace that's even warmer, like Brazil. Dale's missing out. with the egg shaker. You got the egg shaker in. Beautiful, beautiful. Most important part of the whole song. There you go. And those claves, yes. 'Cause more percussion is always good when you have a tune like that. That's called Brazil. Brazil. And Brian Malone doing a fine example of Brazilian drumming right there. That's they taught you well in Greenhill. And they were hip to the jive. Do they still say it? Who cares if they still say it? They said it back then, and that's what counts. Well, we have a few more tunes for you guys here. You having fun? You still enjoying a nice... The sun's gone down a little bit, so hey, good news for that. Good 3 cheers for that. Let's do... let's do Indifference. Let's do a little Frenchy Parisian brushy brush waltz. In the first set, we played a nice little bit of French musette. That's right. And to recap, musette is sort of like French sidewalk cafe music. You might sip your wine or eat your little macaroons or whatever. I've never been to France. Like I said, I've been to Paris, Texas. That's the closest. So Paris, Kentucky. That's right. And they got all the French cities in Kentucky. There's a Versailles, even if it is Versailles. That's right. So they got it all. And you can go to Vegas. You can do that too. They got the Eiffel Tower there too. So here's a song for you inspired by the real thing, a nice little tune called Indifference, which is French for indifference. tune called Indifference. That's a tune where they took two songs, Indifference, which was an existing tune, and another called Bistro Fadi. If you saw that movie Midnight in Paris, it might sound familiar to you. There you go. It looks like your amp has taken a slight tumble there. I feel I should alert you before the feedback goblins come to get us all. So yeah, and of course, having made the decision, now the sun's gone down, maybe I can try them again, but I think I'll stick with the old belly Baldwin here. I decided to play the accordion because, you know, the sun was drying out the reeds as fast as I could keep them wet on the saxophone and clarinet, so I said, nope, next time. You might sit there and wonder, gee, he hasn't played the saxophone. I wonder how he sounds like that. I wonder how he sounds on those horns. Well, you know, with the sun and the drying out of the reeds, I figure it is best to keep my mouth shut and perhaps be thought of as a fool than to open it, or play it in this case, and remove all doubt. So we'll stick to the accordion. Then, of course, after making this game plan, Brian tells me that his wife and her mother are here, and they're both accordion players, so no pressure. No pressure. And she was in an accordion band, perhaps the Jack Frost accordion band, which when I first got this town, I'm like, no way there was a guy named Jack Frost. You're kidding. And I was like, oh, what do you know? Well, what you got, Chris? You got a request, a tune you might like to do? Something you can think of off the top of your head? Ooh, there's a good one. Here's one called I Found a New Baby. All right, just right on it. All right, 1, 2, 1. like it, Chris. That's Chris Berg on the bass. By request from Chris, that's called I Found a New Baby. There we go. Yes, sir. Is everybody happy? That's Ted Lewis used to say. That's right. We hope you're happy. We're having a good time. Got in about another 10 minutes or so, and then it's time for another brief word from our sponsor. And again, I do want to also thank your friend of mine, Mr. Mickey James, for throwing our name in the hat for entertainment tonight. And always glad to have him. Unfortunately, he may have vanished. He might have hopped in the nearest Hudson and headed down the road. But anyway, I don't see his hat, so he must have taken off. But anyway, Mickey asked us to come play tonight, and we were very glad to, because it's always nice to play a little music here, especially on a Wednesday night. You know, Friday, Saturday, sure, those are big gig nights, but to get called on a Wednesday, hey, that's all right. We like that too. And the sun has officially gone behind the trees, so now we can all relax. And we have to start over and start the whole evening over, because now it feels good. No, just kidding. But anyway, and any of you fine folks watching the show, any of you also automobile owners, do you guys have anybody here have a car? You're just watching? Okay, that's all right. I didn't know if perhaps we might have some automobile classic car owners in our midst. But anyway, that's important though. Remember, if you're driving home, make sure you have a car. Oh, let's see here. Paul, what you got? After You've Gone. Here's an oldie but a goodie. Has a nice sentimental verse at the top, and then we throw it all away. Now won't you listen, dearie, while I say, how could you tell me that you're going away? Don't say that we should part. Don't break my aching heart. I really loved you truly many years. Loved you night and day. How can you leave me? Can't you see my tears? Listen while I say. 1, 2, 1. After you've gone and left me crying, after you've gone, there's no denying, or you'll feel blue, you'll feel sad, you'll miss the dearest pal you ever had. There'll come a time, now don't forget it, there'll come a time when you'll regret it. Someday, when you grow lonely, your heart will break like mine and you'll want me only. After you've gone away. After you've gone, there's no denying, you'll feel blue, you'll feel sad, you'll miss the dearest pal you ever had. There'll come a time, now don't forget it, there'll come a time when you'll regret it. Someday, when you grow lonely, Your heart will break like mine, and you want me only after you've gone away. After you've gone. A snappy tune there. Yeah, it's very sentimental before we threw it all away there. Good old good one there. And a tune you will hear at Harvest Market, perhaps, if you come on out to the bustling metropolis of Milford on Friday morning and catch us. And of course, if you want to hear the whole shooting match on July 24th, a Sunday from 2 to 5, it's before church, or no, it's after church and before dinner. So anyway, smacked right in the middle of your Sunday afternoon, we'll have the New Liberty Dance Orchestra at the Carnegie Center of Columbia, Tusculum. That's a mouthful. Anyway, so we'll be there and we'll be playing all these great tunes, but with cellos and flutes and violins and all that fun stuff. So we hope to see you there. We hope to see you there. And we're going to keep the music going here for about another, 10 minutes or so. And I see the sponsors waiting in the wings here. They'll have a special announcement in a little bit, hiding in the lilies. There we go. How about we do a little, If I Had You? We need a little moment of zen after such a roustabout tune like that. So here's a pretty little tune. It comes from 1928. It's called If I Had You. I'll do a verse at the top, and you guys come in. I dreamed all my dreams, schemed all my schemes, but somehow it just seemed wrong. Until I met you, and then, dear, I knew, to me you must belong. I could show the world how to smile, I could be glad all of the while. I could change the gray sky to blue if I had you. I could leave the old days behind, leave all my pals, I never mind. I could start my life all anew if I had you. I could climb the snow-capped mountain, sail the mighty ocean wide. I could cross the burning desert if I had you by my side. I could be a king, dear, uncrowned, humble or poor, rich or renowned. There is nothing I couldn't do if I had you. Berg on that upright bass. Sounds so good. I could climb the snow-capped mountain, sail the mighty ocean wide. I could cross the burning desert. If I had you by my side, I could be a king, dear, uncrowned, humble or poor, rich or renowned. There is nothing I couldn't do if I had you. There is nothing I couldn't do if I had you. If I Had You, what a beautiful number there. A nice tune, especially after that last bit of roustabout, melodious maniacy. Anyway, there we go. Well, do we have are you ready for your announcement, or you want one more tune, or? Okay, you got it. And now a word from our sponsor.
How are we doing so far? Okay, well, I'm glad you like it. I want to thank a few people for this concert, and then one more from Matt. Thanks to Jake Sweeney Automotive, Timmy Spa, Kent Smith, State Farm Insurance, Scott Evans for doing a great job on the sound, Waycross Community Media, and of course Matt Tolentino, who's going to play one more. The next concert is 2 weeks from tonight, and that'll be the Soundbody Jazz Orchestra. So I thank you very much for coming. One more tune, and be careful going home. Thank you.
That's right. And like I said before, if you're driving home, please make sure you have a car. So we're going to do a tune written by Isham Jones, Ohio's answer to George Gershwin. This is one called I'll See You in My Dreams. Paul's going to lead us off. Dreams, hold you in my dreams. Someone took you out of my arms. Soon I'll feel the thrill of your charms. Lips that once were mine, pretty brown eyes that shine. They will light my lonely way tonight. I'll see you in my dreams. Pick it, Paul. On that guitar. Lips that once were mine, pretty brown eyes that shine. They will light my lonely way tonight. I'll see you in my dreams. Thank you, Greenhills. Thanks for having us, and thanks to all the wonderful car owners for making the world a more beautiful place. Thank you. With that note, we will see you down the road. Good night, all.